welcome to the Dylan Hilger Show. And today we're doing something a little bit different. It's going to be another section of my channel that I hope to grow, and I hope to turn this into a pretty nice series. It is how I would book Alexa Bliss and her return. I don't know if some of y'all have seen, but there have been reports or rumors that Alexa Bliss is not happy with creative. So I have taken the liberty to be creative. Because we sure as hell know WWE won't. So, as some would know that still watch, Shayna Baszler and Natty Neidhart are going to face Banks and Naomi at Wrestlemania Backlash for the tag titles. Banks and Naomi, they go over because they're more interesting. So, now Banks and Naomi, they go on Monday Night Raw the next day, and they claim that there is nobody left to compete with us. We ain't got nobody left. What are we gonna do? I don't know why I did that accent, but, you know, what are we gonna do? So, then, they begin talking a little bit of crap, as what a cocky, confident babyface would. That and the women's tag division is nothing. So, all of a sudden, and yes, she comes out as the goddess, or some version of the goddess, and I want to say like high school mean girl that she was at NXT. Some kind of variation of that. And challenges them to a match for the titles at Hell in a Cell, and she will find somebody. And then the promos between Naomi and Banks. Bliss doesn't have any friends. She's been gone for a few months. Nobody's heard of her. And, you know, she ain't got no friends. And me being the almighty powerful WWE, I send the minions out to leak some news saying that it's probably going to be Nikki ASH. Or Nikki Cross, whatever. Because, you know, get people a little angry. Making them think we have just screwed up yet another return.
I said, oh, nay, nay.
It is not going to be Nikki ASH. We'll get there. Bliss comes down to the ring first. We're going to keep to tradition. Champs come out last. Sort of. There's a long pause, and the mics will pick up. You ain't got no friends. You have no friends. Nobody's coming out here. Nobody's coming out. Oh, yeah. Bayley's music hits. Banks and Naomi sit there in shock. Bliss and Bayley become the tag champs. The Bliss and Bayley feud that runs all the way through to SummerSlam. And at SummerSlam, when they have the big blow-off, if Banks and Naomi lose, they have to break up forever. Bliss and Bayley being the dastardly heels, they win dirty. Distract the ref, hit him with something, whatever the case. Heels doing heel things. Take notes, WWE. And AEW for that matter. Although AEW is a little bit better at it. So, Bliss and Bayley come out after SummerSlam. We're on a win streak. We can't be beat. There's nobody here left to compete with us. We have just forcibly broken up the best women's tag team. And then this music hits.
Toxic.
For those of you that don't watch NXT, Lord knows I don't blame you, that is Toxic Attraction, one of the few shining spots of NXT 2.0. They come out, challenges Bliss and Bayley at the pay-per-view in Cardiff, which I don't know what they're going to call it. And I know they're calling it the Premium Live Events. I'm calling them pay-per-views. That's what they've always been called, and I'm not changing that. Not anytime soon, anyway. Toxic Attraction. They win clean in Cardiff. So, yes, I am making Toxic Attraction babyfaces to start. And because Bliss and Bayley are just too good of heels right now. But after the loss at Cardiff, you see something change with Bliss. Something's off. Bliss and Bayley get the rematch at the October pay-per-view, and you can just see Bliss just slowly getting more and more off. Just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Toxic Attraction retains again. And in the interview backstage, Bayley, obviously angry. Bliss looks completely and totally disconnected. She's giving that 1,000-yard stare, not saying anything. Maybe a little eye twitch. Something has began to snap. And then on Monday Night Raw, after the October pay-per-view, they square off one last time. Toxic Attraction retains. They go back. Bayley is being interviewed. Bliss is out of the picture. Is out of the camera view as of right now. She's talking. She's angry. She's blaming something or other than her and Bliss. Prototypical heel stuff. And then you hear the loud clunk of a metal bat meeting skull. We can do that backstage. You should have good video editing, guys. Hopefully better than me. But it's a Harley Quinn-esque metal bat, and that is the direction that I would be taking Alexa Bliss. And going completely unhinged in the crazy, psychotic way, not the crazy, dark, whatever they were doing. Not a Bray Wyatt knockoff version. Which leads to Bliss and Bayley in a number one contenders match for the SmackDown Women's title at the December pay-per-view. Because Lord forbid that WWE would ever do anything with the women that doesn't involve a title. We're actually doing the legwork to build them up into that title. That's how you get people over. Either as a good guy or as a bad guy. And I believe that this feud would get interesting enough to where it can be on pay-per-view. Or a premium live event. So Bliss wins, hits Bayley with the bat to win the title. Ref doesn't see it, whatever the case may be. He gets knocked down. He gets turned around, whatever. Either way, ref doesn't see it. Bliss wins with the baseball bat. Allowing Bliss to face Sasha Banks at the Royal Rumble for the SmackDown Women's title. And now they have their prototypical Bliss having the psychotically insane, unhinged, crazy type promos. Banks, confident, the boss, slowly becoming babyface. Because at this time, Bliss is the ultimate heel right now. Closer to anti-hero, sort of. If she would win matches clean. And that's why I have Bliss basically winning several matches not very clean. Bliss wins with a baseball bat at the Rumble. And Bayley, on a somewhat of a surprise return, wins the Rumble. She's not seen or heard from since the December pay-per-view. Getting hit with a bat. So, we got Bliss and Banks at a rematch for the February pay-per-view. Bayley has obviously elected to go after the SmackDown Women's title to try to get back at Bliss. Too many B's in this rivalry. So the Boss and Hug Connection reunite. Bayley is in Bliss's corner. Or Bayley is in Banks' corner, excuse me. Alexa Bliss grabs the bat at the finish, grabs the bat, Bayley catches the bat on the backswing. Bliss lets go of the bat, screams, drops to the ground, starts holding her head like she just got whacked. Referee hears the scream after attending the Banks for whatever the case may be. Sees Bayley with a bat, Bliss on the ground. DQ, just the way good old Eddie Guerrero cooked it up. So, Bliss wins by disqualification. Banks gets mad because she just lost her rematch and attacks Bayley. And Bliss is just sitting on top of the ramp, cross-legged, bat over the shoulder, title over the other, just watching. Having a merry old time. Because violence. But this sets up for the triple threat match at WrestleMania 39. So, what do you think? And I would have I don't know who I would have win the triple threat. So, down in the comments, who would you have win the triple threat? Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, or Bayley? Also, in the comments, put who you want to see me book. Whether it be the fall of Roman Reigns, the rise of Cody Rhodes, or how I would book a wrestler going from one promotion to another. Let me know in the comments who you would like to see booked, and I'll see if I can make it happen. Or at least make it happen and make it make sense and maybe get it over. Or if there's anything in here that you would do differently, let me know. It make for interesting conversation. I love fantasy booking. I like chatting with people who like fantasy booking, obviously. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And please, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I want to make this into a series. And that's what I intend on doing. I'll still be doing Formula 1. I'll still do football. I'm going to try it. Once football comes around and Formula 1's still going, I'm going to try to get it out 3 shows a week. Maybe more, depending if I turn one section of it, a section, into a reaction channel. Just all depends on the time. So please, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your answers to my questions down below. Again, who would you have win the triple threat at WrestleMania 39? And if there's anything through this that you would change, let me know.